Uh, where am I? Hey there, Busy Bee here. Fun fact, even though my channel is based around bees, my favorite Pokemon is Mimikyu. It's precious, adorable, has great stats, and an amazing ability, and totally won't end me. Right? Anyway, since it's Halloween, I wanted to do a spooky run, so I figured I'd ask, can I beat Pokemon Infinite Fusions with only Mimikyu? The rules for this challenge are simple. I can only use Mimikyu in combat. Other mons are fine for HMs, but beyond that, it's just Mimikyu. No using items in combat, and unlike my first run of this game, I'm going to post-game, meaning I'm taking on Johto. So that'll be neat. And as a bonus rule to make early game a little bit harder, I'm using the game's built-in level caps to keep me from over-leveling until I have no choice but to do so. Anyway, with all that said, let's begin. Before our journey begins, I notice we can change our skin color and hair now. Neato! Anyway, we start our adventure with Mimikyu, which we name Friend, because she's our friend now, and always will be. We fight our rival and absolutely demolish him. After that, we are asked to go pick up Oak's parcel, so we do so, and he rewards us with some Pokeballs and a Pokedex.
Hey!
What's that, Mimikyu?
Why don't we help everyone with their problems?
That's a wonderful idea. Helping those in need is a wonderful thing to do.
Yeah.
So we make our way up to Viridian, fight some trainers to the west, and fight our rival again. It was close thanks to being poisoned, but only because I didn't heal before battle. After that, we make our way through the forest and reach Pewter City and find our first hotel, which hosts people who need help with problems. One guy wants some mushrooms, so we happily oblige. Another one lost their revive, so we find it and return it. And this bug trainer wants to see a fully evolved fusion, so we go into the woods and capture a Caterpie and a Kakuna. We evolve them to their final forms and fuse them together, and the trainer's so happy that he gives us a Pineco. Oh, don't worry, my friend. It's only me and you for this journey, I promise. Anyway, we meet this guy who needs help getting rid of an Oricorio. So I pick him some flowers from before the forest, and instead of going away, it transforms. We're told there's flowers near Mount Moon, but we need to beat the first gym leader first, Brock. So that's exactly what we did. It wasn't easy, but with enough time and luck, he went down. We head east towards Mount Moon and battle some trainers, and eventually we find ourselves some red flowers. Unfortunately, the same thing happens, and apparently the actual solution is blue flowers that are on the other side of Mount Moon. Great. So we head to Mount Moon, and there's an injured Geodude. Oh no! Brock shows up and sends us into Mount Moon to see what's going on, and it turns out to be Team Rocket. We tell Brock, and he gives us the TM for Rock Smash, so we can proceed further in. Unfortunately, Mimikyu doesn't learn it, so I have to go catch a Sandshrew to proceed. Hey bud, it's okay. We can't all do everything.
I'm not your bud. I'm your friend.
We make our way deep into Mount Moon and eventually run to Team Rocket. They send an innocent victim at us, and as we dispatch them, they activate their triple fusion machine. And it fails. So they retreat, and I'm given the choice between two fossils. I grab the Helix fossil because praise Lord Helix. Outside of Mount Moon, we grab the blue flower and immediately book it back to Pewter. I love backtracking. We give the guy the flower, Oricorio transforms, shocker, but this time, something different happens. It forces itself into one of my Pokeballs. Huh, neat.
This'll be the last mistake you ever make.
We go all the way back through Mount Moon, and now we're in Cerulean City. We check out the local hotel to see who we can help out. There's a guy who needs help with fishing, but we don't have a fishing rod yet. A guy wants us to deliver a love letter, which, alright bud, I got you, that's precious. And a girl who wants to see a native mon from Johto. I've only seen one of those on the other side of Mount Moon. So we show her the mon, and she's happy. The scientist guy says we've helped so many people, and he rewards us with the HM Flash and an amulet coin. Hey, thanks, pal. After that, we try to go north, but are stopped by our rival, who wants to fight. Nothing to say, really. Just some shadow sneaks and a scratch to take him down. Anyway, we fight our way through Nugget Bridge, past the hedge, and run to a guy fused with his Pokémon. Whoa, that's metal as heck. We fix him up, and he's so kind, and he gives us luxury tickets for the SSN. That's great. On the way back, however, we run into a trainer with what looks like a possessed Sandshrew, and we black out. Hey, it's okay, bud. We can't win them all, but we can get them next time.
I'm not your bud, I'm your friend, your best friend. And yes, we will win next time, meaning now. Let's go!
Huh. Wonder what that's about. We go back and crush the trainer who beat us before, and then head back to the Pokemon Center, and we run into a professor's aide. She wants us to fuse 5 Mons together, which we did already. Weird, I only fused the 1 Mon, it's right here. I don't know how to explain what happened here. I'm just gonna move on. The aide said she was gonna be on Route 24, so we meet her there. She wants us to catch an Abra. Simple enough. Then she wants us to use his Poké Radar to find every Mon on the route. Also simple. Finally, she wants us to catch a rare Baneri here, which we do, and she heads back to the lab. So we head to the gym after, and Misty sure was tanky. We were super close to losing as well, but we lived on 2 health. Then take her out with a Shadow Sneak. Good job, friend.
Best friend.
Okay, sure. Best friend. We make our way south and run to a Pokemon breeder, and she's the lady we gotta give the love letter to. Ha, what a lucky gal. We keep on moving, and then we reach Vermilion City. While there, we find a guy who gives us a fishing rod. Neat. And someone gives us a bike pass. Double neat. And then we find the guy who lost his pickaxe, so we smash some rocks, and then he tried to give it back to him, and then he lets us keep it. Triple neat. While exploring, we check out the hotel, and there's 2 quests to get done. One is to show this lady a fused water and fire type Mon, which we have neither of those. And to get this man some hot crabs from the SSN. We will get those, but first we gotta help this guy with some building supplies. No problem, I'll just grab my Abra, and we can teleport to Pewter Viridian City! Yeah. We get the supplies by fighting these trainers Weird Bee and Inosuke, and he gives us a Rocky helmet. Nice! Since we're traveling around, I make my way back to the fishing guy, and he wants us to fish up his boot. We eventually find it, and he rewards us with a Wooper. Cool! That's 1/2 of the Mons we need for the Ladies Fusion. Onto the SSN, we run around fighting trainers until we find the kitchen, and this lovely chef gives us a plate of crab that'll cool down in 30 seconds! We rush our way back to the hotel and give it to him with seconds to spare. Also while on the ship, we find the scientist guy from Mount Moon, and he wants a rematch. So we beat him, and he gives us another fossil. Cool! Maybe I should go back to Pewter City and revive him. Before that, however, we run into a rival on the ship, and it doesn't go well. He poisons us almost immediately, and as we chip down his team, the poison chips us down until we faint to this mystery Mon. What is that? Second try, and we make it back to the properly appearing Manicates, and it uses Swagger, and we take ourselves out. Third try, we wipe the floor with him, though. That was just bad luck. We go past him and talk to the captain, and he gives us the HM cut. We leave the SSN and head right on over to the gym, where none of the garbage cans have a switch. Okay, there's switch 1 and switch 2. Now we can challenge Lieutenant Surge. First try goes horribly, we get paralyzed immediately, and his second Mon lowers our accuracy into the trenches. When we get to his ace, we're just easily dealt with. Second try paralysis happens immediately, but unlike last time, we break through a lot more, and thanks to equipping the Rocky helmet, we're able to take his Rybuzz down. See, doing good deeds does pay, right best friend?
Yeah, it does.
After we leave the gym, we're confronted by a scientist who tells us to head to the Future City Museum. We happily oblige since we have fossils to revive. When we get there, she tells us of an old amber and Viridian forest guarded by Beedrills. So we go there, but while there, we find a curious egg. Alright then, I'll take that. We make it to the Beedrills and we get rid of them. Then unfortunately, we're told they can't revive the amber. Man, well, at least we can revive Ammonite and Anorith, so that's still a win. We head back to Cerulean and go into the daycare, where we're given an egg, then asked to give them craft supplies, and are given not 1, not 2, but 3 whole eggs. I basically have an execute in my party, what the heck? Mimikyu, you ready to be a mother?
Must protect the child.
Alright, cool. We're able to proceed east now that we have Cut, so we fight some trainers and... You okay? Alright, so we deal with those mons and we enter the power plant. There's a lot of Voltorb just sitting out in the open and the gate's locked. Huh. Maybe I went the wrong way. Going the correct way, we go in the rock tunnel and we quickly find another egg. Add it to the pile, and find ourselves a little hidden area with an old man saying it's dangerous to go alone, and giving us a sword. Must be a reference I don't get. Anyway, we make it out of the tunnel and into Halloween Town. I mean Lavender Town. We head into the tower where we fight our rival once again, and he was basically a sweep. Afterwards, we see Team Rocket bullying an old man, but can't help him cause we're scared of ghosts. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I don't know what you mean. We're told to head to Celadon City, so that's where I go. But on the way, I find a Growlithe, use it with my Wooper, and bring it to the lady who wanted to see the fusion of water and fire. Also, we were given another egg. So many eggs. And hey, some hatched. We got a Venipede, Magby, Togepi, Bonsly, and... the enemy. That's what we got. We make our way to Celadon, and as we explore, we run into a lady with an Eevee. She wants us to walk it around town, and we happily oblige. While in the hotel, we run to 3 quests. One of them being that something spooky might happen early in the morning if we ring a bell in Lavender Town. Honestly, scary. Another is this scientist wanting to see the evolution of Eevee, which... it's not my Eevee, lady, I'm sorry. And the third person wants to see an egg. So we show it to her and she turns it into an omelet. What is wrong with you?
My baby!
After that horrifying moment, we return the Eevee to the lady and she lets me keep it. Nice! Gonna evolve into my second favorite mon, Umbreon. And then I show the scientist lady it before heading out to Lavender Town. At 3:15 a.m., I ring the bell and the area shakes as an entrance appears. And at the end of a tunnel is a gravestone and a Reaper Claw. Creepy. Back to Celadon, and I run into our rival fighting some rocket grunts. He beats them and runs off for some reason. Luckily, Erica the gym leader is here to join me through the sewers. We make it through the sewers and fight Giovanni. He is a nightmare. His Arnix keeps hitting us with acid spray, which drastically lowers our special defense. He keeps stalling with Stockpile and Swallow, and by the time we take him down, Honkan one-shots us with Shadow Ball. I had to rely on double team strats. It still took another 20 attempts before I got past him, and luckily, his final mon never hit us. That sucked. Also, in between attempts, another egg hatched. Now we got a Noivern. Yay! After beating Giovanni, we go to fight Erica, and she's just as bad as him. Oh. She hits incredibly hard, and her final mon is so tanky that even with crits, it'll take a few shots. And she charges up a Solar Beam, which will kill me from full. So, what did I do? Double team 3 times and got lucky with slash crits and dodges. At least we can level up now. Since we have the Sylph Scope, we can go save the old man. Yay! Lots of possessed people up here, but our best friend feels at home, huh?
So much death. We must help these people.
I agree. And while freeing these souls, we learned Shadow Claw, which means we just got a lot stronger. Near the top of the tower, we encounter a ghost girl, but thanks to Shadow Claw, she wasn't a match for us. And at the top, hey, there's the old man. He's completely fine. He gives us the Poke Flute so we can proceed further into the region. So we make our way south and run to the sleepy boy himself, Snorlax. We use the flute to wake him up and catch him, because I want the leftovers, and we are also rewarded with the HM Strength. We keep going south, and we run to a guy whose Rhyhorn's being a lazy bum and won't go to the beach. So we use our newly acquired Snorlax to use Strength and push it there. For what seems like an eternity. Come on, Rhyhorn, cooperate. We get him there and are rewarded with a dolly, meaning we can now use Strength outside of battle. Woo! Right before we make it to Fuchsia City, we run into a little girl who tells us about a mysterious house that has some ghost activity at night. How curious. Probably means nothing. We head into Fuchsia and talk up the hotel people and see what they need. One of them was bit by a mon in the Safari Zone and wants us to figure out what it was. One wants us to get rid of all the Grimer on Cycling Road, and another person found a lost Chansey and wants us to find its owner. And there's a fourth person, but they won't tell me because I don't have a bike. Aw. First things first, I head into the Safari Zone and try to fish up the mon that bit the guy. I failed, so I assume I need Surf and moved on. I find the Chansey trainer and tell him where Chansey is, and I make it to the end of the Safari Zone and get the HM Surf. Great! But I have to beat the Saffron City gym leader first. That's new. We head back to the hotel, and the scientist guy rewards us with some linking cords and a bed, so we can sleep anywhere now. That's so kind of him. Since I totally forgot to grab the bike a long time ago, I go and grab it, and the lady wants us to beat her time up Cycling Road, so I go to the top and start beating all the trainers and Grimers, killing 2 Sparrow with 1 rock throw. After I clear out all the Grimer, a muck appears. So I decide to catch it, cutting off the source of the pollution, and afterwards, I do the Bike Lady's challenge and beat it second try. Since I've done everything I can in this town, I head to the gym where we're in big trouble. Our best friend is weak to poison, and getting poisoned puts us on a timer. Now, I can try with double team strats, but Toxic will always hit since it's from our poison type mon. And Koga's ace is a Chinook, a normal poison type, meaning I can't use my best move, Shadow Claw. And it uses Acid Armor, Toxic, and Double Team, as well as the item Black Sludge to heal itself every turn. That's so toxic.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I don't think it's possible to beat him right now, so I head to Saffron, and hey, Team Rocket is here. They're all over the place. Can't even help the people in the hotel. Well, at least this gym is... Oh, I am not supposed to be here, oh no. Well, I have no choice. It's either I find something in Silphco, or I have to turn off the level cap. And I'd rather not do that until I have no other option. So we sneak in, grab the key, and get blocked by a scientist who wants us to rescue his friends. Okay. I rescue all his friends, and he gives me a Lapras. Neat. Now, was all that worth it? No. I can't get close to beating Blue. Does that mean it's over, and I have to turn off the level cap? Well, maybe not. I found the TM for bulk up while running around, and I figured I'll give it a shot against Koga and hope that's enough. I go to fight Koga and I set up a couple bulk ups. I swept all the way to his Chinook. He set up double teams and acid armors while I bulked up. We have the move Feint Attack, so I'll never miss. He used Toxic, but I kept the Pecha Berry on me. I'm whittling him down, and then he uses the Max Potion. But we crit him into the red, and in one more move, it was over. We beat him, and now the level cap has increased. That sucked so much. I'm glad it's over. Alright, Blue. Well, I'm tired of his BS, so I used bulk up 4 times and basically swept his entire team. Same goes for Giovanni. He was more focused on Blue anyway, so it was easy enough to set up and obliterate him. The owner of Silphco rewarded us with a choice of Johto starter. I chose Chikorita because it deserves happiness. I leave when I'm pulled into a building with a TV. It's weird, and and when I try to turn it off, a Rotom pops out. How strange. I catch it and put my Mons in the box. Gah! Why is that one so scary? I thought I was used to this, but I'm really not. After that scare, we go back to the fighting dojo and beat him easily. And we take his Hitmontop. Then we go to the gym, and it's the easiest boss fight of my life. She didn't even stand a chance against my best friend. You alright? So now that we have access to Surf, we go catch that Carvana for that one guy in Fuchsia City, and make our way to Cinnabar Island. We check out the local hotel to find out that one lady wants bright powder from a Ditto, someone got robbed in the Pokemon Mansion and wants their relic base back, and something about another island and a diamond necklace? Alright. Also, while here, we revived our fossils. Yay! Let me just put them in the box. It's full. Hopefully it'll be safe in this one. I head into the Pokemon Mansion, get the vase back from the burglar, catch a Ditto for its powder, and run the Blaine. So now I can challenge the gym. But I want to get that necklace first. Looking at that map, there's an island above Cerulean, so that's where we're going. This is the wrong place. Well, time to keep looking.
No.
Huh?
No more helping people. We've helped the correct amount.
Are you sure? That's kind of rude, don't you think?
No more helping unless necessary.
Ah, okay. Sheesh. What's gotten into you?
Let's just go to the gym.
Okay. We beat Blaine pretty easily, and then head south to go fight Team Rocket. They're fusing all 3 legendary birds together, and can I just say, this water puzzle is so annoying to go through. Like, yeah, it's kinda cool the first time, but it loses any luster on repeat playthroughs. We make it to Giovanni, and we didn't stand a chance. Oh no. Guys, I hate to say it, but I have to unlock our limit.
I know a better way to win.
You do? What?
Follow me.
Wait, isn't that the house the little girl told us about? And there's a basement. What's down there? It's so dark, can't see anything. Here's a mirror. What was that? There's a doll here. I need to get out of here. Where am I? This is the dead end. Another doll? A piano? And a 4th doll? What is going on? What was that? Hello?
I'm so lonely.
Don't worry, my comrade. Let us snuggle in darkness. Together.
Okay, I guess my best friend is now fused with another Mimikyu.
Bestest friend, do not forget!
Okay, bestest friend. Hey, look, there's the stairs. Now we can... another doll. So, after all that, do you want to know how many attempts it took me to finally beat Giovanni and his fused legendary birds? 346 tries. I tried everything, from Life Orb to Mankey's Paw, to eventually settling on Bright Powder strats with Double Team being the best chance I had to survive. And guess what? That's still completely up to RNGesus to let me win. I had to get Pain Split just to keep me topped off early on, and figure out what the other moves would be. I tried Drain Punch for more health, Curse just for consistent damage. I looked at Mimikyu's entire learn set, and you'll want to know what finally won me it? Double Team, Hone Claws, Pain Split, and Play Rough with the Bright Powder item. And that still took me over 30 attempts. So under 1/10 of my entire attempts, I got with this winning strategy. I hate you, Giovanni! This fight is garbage, you piece of shit!
You think just because you're infused now you're safe? After what you put us through? How foolish. Come snuggle with me forever. As for you, Giovanni, you think you stand a chance against me? I will rule this world, and you nor your Pokémon will be around to witness it. Now, perish in darkness.
Okay, I'm back, and seems we got the 8th badge. Nice! On to the league, or actually, time to fight our rival. And he was an easy sweep. Better step your game up, bro. I'm coming for that championship belt. We make it through the victory road and onto the Pokemon League. This is it. Lorelei was a super easy sweep, nothing to really say. Bruno I had to retry once because of Iron Tail landing early, but he wasn't so bad. Same with Agatha. Only threat of hers was Snorgar since it was so tanky. And Lance actually took a dozen attempts because unless I set up a Swords Dance with Life Orb and didn't get paralyzed, his Drago Kiss would tank it and obliterate me. But he did go down, eventually. And finally, the champion, Blue. He got greedy and set up a Swords Dance, so I set up 2! He stood absolutely no chance against us. Which answers the question, can you beat Pokemon Infinite Fusions with only Mimikyu? Absolutely, even with the level cap on. However, we're not done yet. Our bestest friend wants to do a victory lap in Johto, so that's what we shall do. Time to see what's in store for us. Back in my home, I informed by my mother that Professor Oak wanted to speak to me. So I go to him and I'm told his colleague Professor Elm wants to discuss a supposed legendary Pokemon. Interesting. He gives me a ticket to go to Johto by train, so that's exactly what we do. When I arrive, we are immediately ambushed by this town's gym leader, and she tells us to challenge her, because, you know, it's her first day of being open. And she's a bit of a challenge thanks to her status moves and absurdly tanky ace. Like, I'm +4, and a crit can't even kill her. But after a few tries, she finally goes down. Even in this game, Whitney's a problem. Moving south, we end up in Azalea Town, where everything is flooded. I talk to the only person floating in the air, and turns out he's the cause of it. So we easily beat his melted cat in a fight, unplug the shelters in the well by pushing Slowpoke into him, force an evolution, and take on this town's gym leader, Kurt. He was really simple, just Swords Dance once or twice and sweep, sweep, sweep! After that, we go north through a tunnel and eventually end up in Violet City, where Floating Man appears again and runs off to the ruins of Elf. Naturally, we follow the Floating Man and discover in the ruins that Raikou and Suicune is fused together. Interesting. Anyway, onto the annoying gym that I hate. Falling off these platforms is so irritating. Who designed this? Anyway, Faulkner is just as easy as Kurt. Nothing to say. On the way to New Bark Town, I encounter Raikou. That was fast. So we catch it and show it to... what is up with this room? Anyway, we show Floating Man the Mon, and his Ditto transforms to their unfused forms. Seems he wants to see all the legendary birds and beasts as well. Well, we don't have any of the birds, so for now I put the... when did we get those? I could have sworn they flew off after we beat Giovanni. That's wrong. I guess we now just have to hunt down Entei, though. I make it all the way to Professor Elm, and he tells me of the legendary Pokemon Mewtwo, which is hidden in Cerulean City back in Kanto. How interesting. He also gives me a Cyndaquil, so yay! Heeding his words, we make our way to Cerulean, find a cave up a waterfall, and challenge the ultimate Pokemon to a battle. And by that, I mean I catch it with a Master Ball. Easy. So my knowledge of the original games has failed me, because I started looking everywhere for a watering can to get past Sudowoodo, and it turns out it's in Ecruteak City, past the Sudowoodo. So I'm like, how the heck do I get there? Took me a bit, but I remembered the dark cave exists. So I head in there, and there's a massive rock in the way. Fantastic. So we get some dynamite from workers in the cave and blow it up. Neat. Now we're in Blackthorn City, where we can challenge Claire to a fight. And she was a massive problem. Her first mon, not so much, but her Garchomp Aerodactyl fusion was so fast and always one-shot me with Iron Head. This is one of those fights where I had to max out my evasion and hope luck was on my side. And after about 20 tries, it finally was. She said something about going to the Dragon's Den though, so I'm curious what that's about. But all there was the lady who gave me a gibble. Okay, Claire, why'd you send me here in the first place? I head north to the mountains, and there's a big old gap that I can't get over. So I talk to the lady nearby, and she tells me of monks in Violet City that are masters of parkour. So I head back there, and these guys do not want me here. Heck, neither their Pokemon. Bro, leave me alone! I eventually evade them all and get the Golbat boots, and with those, I'm able to get over the gap, get through the mountains, and down into Mahogany Town. The gym leader here, Price, is really similar to Claire, meaning I have to max out my evasion and attack to stand a chance. It is very doable, but just as annoying. Anyway, to the left is Ecruteak City, and by coincidence, I run to this town's gym leader, Morty, in a tower. He heads back to the gym, and I think every gym at this point is going to be a pain in the butt. Except this time, after being obliterated several times in the same spot, I tried double team strats that didn't even matter in the end, and the Snore Slash just got a low roll on damage and I survived. I can't figure out how to get out of here. While looking around, I run the Univaz champion, Alder. He was sent here to investigate something weird on the bell tower, but hands me a light and dark stone to see for myself. So I make it to the top and... whoa, a portal. I step inside, oh god, a battle! It's a fused Reshiram and Zekrom! We catch it and the portal closes. What is going on? We ask Alder about it and he sends us off to his comrade in the Lake of Rage. He's investigating some icy rock, and when we touch the stones to it, it freezes the entire lake. We traverse it and run to a Kyurem. So we catch it and tell Colrez. He tells us he's working on a device for triple fusion, and then he disappears. Where do I go? I figure now's the best time to track down Entei. So we do that, and we put our mons in the... I don't know what I expected, honestly. Anyway, we return to the floating man, and in thanks for us helping him, he gives us the Azure Flute. What does this do?
Follow me. I know where to go.
Oh, okay. What's at the top of this path?
Destiny.
Oh, okay. We're at the top. Now what?
Play the flute.
Alright. Whoa. Stairs. They're pulling me in. Hey, no, stop. Whoa, no!
Finally, the last hurdle in my way. Sorry, Arceus. There's a new god in this world. And it's me.
How did I get back home? Best buddy, are you...
Don't worry about it. You're safe. That's all that matters. Let's just continue.
Okay, moving on then. What is going on? After looking around forever, apparently I need to go to the Sevi Islands. Wish that was pointed out somewhere, but I digress. We go to Boone Island and fight Chuck, and he was a complete pushover.
Child's play. Nothing.
Anyway, we head to the next island, where deep into the woods we find Jasmine. She won't fight us though, unless we find her nephew. So we do, but his friends are all over the woods, so we track him down and whoa, a Zoroark. I catch it, tell Jasmine the good news, and she agrees to fight us on a bridge. Neat. But, like half the gym leaders in Johto, I need to spam Double Team and Swords Dance to have a chance at winning. Well, at least she's the final gym leader. And we done it! We have all 16 gym badges now. Jasmine mentioned going to talk to Professor Oak, probably to congratulate us. So we go there and... Cynthia? Oh no, no! Oh, she wants to team up with us. Apparently on Mount Silver, time and space are distorting like crazy. And Blue's joining us. Cool. Make your way through Mount Silver. Aw, come on, Blue, really? You want to fight now? Fine, I'll consider you a warm-up. He had a much better fighting team this time, but he stood no chance. Cynthia runs for her life, warning me not to go up there, but just like Blue, she crumbles beneath my power. Time and space is distorting around me. It's so hard to walk, so hard to breathe, so much fear. What is this?
Nothing more than the followers of ancient gods trying to get in the way of our greatness. They think together they can stand a chance against me? Foolish mortals, let me show you what true power is.
Space and time, what is happening? Where am I?
You! I finally found you, you monster!
Huh? What are you talking about?
You've enslaved us, turned us into those things! I'm not letting you get away with this! I'm stopping you here and now!
What are you?
Your bravery is admirable. However, you should know your place. Sending such garbage before me. You think you're the hero of this story? Foolish boy. This isn't about you. It was never about you. Now, snuggle with me forever.
No! No!
What? What the hell did you do to him?
Oh, poor Bee. You never wondered why all of your precious Pokemon were transforming? Why, I'd be growing more and more powerful. Why, time and space have begun to unravel. It was because of me. Because I willed it to be. And thanks to you, I've grown so powerful that the gods themselves have fallen before me.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't have helped you if I'd known.
Well, that's a shame to hear. I thought we could be friends, rule this world together. But alas, your usefulness is over. I suppose it's now time for you to join the others and become one of them.
No.
Fetch me their souls!
No. No! No! Change me back, please! Let me out of here, you bastard! Hey! I'm talking to you! Mimikyu, please! Please don't do this! Please!